Assalamu alaikum. This is Deanna with Lessons from the Gulf. Today I'm going to be giving my first in a series of reviews of various homeschool curriculum. Today's review will be the Saxon Kindergarten Math Homeschool set. This set includes 2 student workbooks, a meeting book, and a teacher's manual. I do not currently have the student workbooks here, but I will show you them from the first grade. Saxon Math is a well-organized, structured, and it follows a consistent pattern. I like this because it reinforces previously learned skills while learning new skills at the same time. So let's dive into the curriculum. I'm going to be giving you a quick review of all the books, then I will go through a sample lesson at the end. The first thing you will use is the teacher's manual. The teacher's manual guides you on all the things you'll need to have ready for the lesson, and it also gives you a detailed script for you to follow, which is helpful if you are new or not sure how to teach the concept. But of course, you're not obligated to use the script if you don't want to. So let's take a look inside the book. The first page is a short overview of the program. Here's the table of contents. There are 112 lessons, and it is designed for 12 lessons a month, which works out to be 3 lessons a week. And as you can see from the table of contents, there are various topics that will be covered. Using pattern blocks, sorting by color, creating a real graph, making patterns, counting money, the next page has a list of the materials that you will need for each lesson, and this is great for preparing ahead of time. So example, for lesson 11, you're going to need the basket of teddy bear counters, basket of pattern blocks, and your work mat. Here's lesson 1, exploring pattern blocks. Then you will start your meeting. Everything you need to say is in quotes or in black bold print, and the child will follow along in his meeting book, which I will show you in a minute. Here is a close-up of the lesson and the prompts to guide you if you choose to use them. And as the lessons progress, you'll be adding more daily tasks like patterns and telling time. Once the meeting and the activities are done, you will move on to the lesson, which is also scripted for you. The lessons do get longer and are more challenging as you move along in the curriculum. And with these structured meetings and lessons, you're setting up a consistent routine for your child. So this lesson is about exploring pattern blocks. And I will show you that in the Manipulatives kit in a moment. And in the back of the teacher's manual, there are some oral assessments. It tells you when you will be doing them. For this one, it's lesson 27, and it tells you what you'll be asking of the child. And there are student masters that you will need to prepare for some of the lessons. So example, for lesson 29, you'll need these for lesson 29, lesson 30, and so on. And then further back, there are optional handwriting masters. These handwriting pages. And this is optional. If you already have a handwriting curriculum that you're using, you do not need to do these. But it is there if you choose to use it. And there are activities for them to do after they learn to write. There's activities on the right-hand side for them to do. And this is the meeting book that I had mentioned. It goes over the calendar, patterns, and counting. And if you already have a calendar routine that you're using with your child, you may not want to purchase this book. So it's up to you, but I'll show you the inside. This is what it looks like. So let me go to a page where my son did it. So in the meeting book, you will do the date, and you will add another number to these arrows. They learn to count. So they learn what number comes next. And they're also doing patterns. So for this month, the pattern was ABB. This was the pattern ABB. And they wanted us to use a red and brown crayon. So A was brown and B was red. And they colored each square starting with the first date according to the pattern. So it was brown, red, red, brown, red, red. And they continued throughout the month with this color pattern. Now let's quickly look at the workbooks. I apologize, I cannot find my kindergarten Saxon workbooks, but this is my first grade one. There is a side A and a side B to these worksheets. So you do side A after the lesson is taught, and then you can do side B in the evening if you choose to use that for reinforcement. You don't have to if your child grasps the concept. And you can always do the side B on the off days or on the weekend if you feel like your child needs the help. Here's some more sample pages of what he did. And there are two in the kit. There's a part 1 and a part 2. So you'll be needing both of these for the curriculum. You will also need a manipulative set, which is a separate purchase. However, this set is used for grades kindergarten through 3rd, so you will get 4 years use out of it. Now the supplies came in this box. Saxon Home Study Math Kit. So let me show you exactly what you get in the kit. It comes with 2 geo boards, pack of rubber bands, and they make designs on here according to the lesson. You get 2 clocks. You get a set of dominoes. You get a ruler. You get a balance. You get a 100 number chart. You get color tiles. I placed them in these containers. They do not come in these containers. I purchased these myself to store them neatly. You will get linking cubes. And they will be snapping these together for some of the lessons. You also get teddy bear counters. You will get pattern blocks. Has different shapes in here. And you get tangrams in different colors. Here is the yellow one that is opened. And all these manipulatives they will be using for the lessons as you progress through the curriculum. Now I want to take you through a lesson where you will be using the master's page and preparation for the night before. So if you look at lesson 20 in the gray box, under the night before, it tells you use Master K20 as a pattern to make a large rectangle, a small rectangular, a large circle, and a small circle of each color. And the colors you will need are up here: red, yellow, blue, green, pink, orange, purple, brown, and black. So if you go back to the masters for lesson 20, to your master pages, it is right here. You will cut these out and you'll get your construction paper of all those colors, and you will cut them out in preparation for the lesson. As you can see, I did this here, put them in a little Ziploc bag, but you see other shapes in here because as you get further along in the curriculum, you're going to need triangles and rectangles and squares. So you cut out them of all the colors. Here are my circles. So you get those ready for your lesson, and you just place them in a little baggie here. And when it comes time to do the lesson, you are already prepared for everything you need. Let's look at assessment day. On this day, you will do your normal meeting book routine, and then the assessment, which is pretty short. So this day is a little bit more relaxed for you and your child. So you would go back to the oral assessment recording form back here, which we looked at earlier. Let's go to lesson 27, since that's the lesson we're looking at. And it tells you the materials that you will need and what you need to do A and B with your child. And that is the day's lesson. So you do task A and task B, and then you just set a check mark underneath each one if they were able to complete the task. And so the kids can just play with their manipulatives, or you can move on to the next subject. And there are assessments throughout the workbook. I believe it is every 10 lessons. So here is assessment 1, to see if they were able to do this on their own. And here's assessment 3. So I believe these are every 10 lessons or every 5. But they're good to review to see if the kids are grasping what they are learning. So overall, I like this program because it scripts everything for you. So if you're not sure how to explain the topic, it guides you. And it has a list of materials. It's easy to follow, it's organized, and I think it's fun learning for the kids. And remember, the kit is used through 3rd grade. So if you use Saxon Math for kindergarten through 3rd grade, you'll have all the manipulatives that you will need for all those years. And all you need to do is just purchase the workbooks and the teacher's manual. Depending on the concepts and the age of your child, you may be able to do multiple lessons in a day if you find that it is easy for your child. Some kids finish the curriculum in a few months and are able to go to the next one. But at the same time, it progresses gradually, so you could start it at an earlier age. So if the lessons were easy, we did multiple lessons a day in the beginning because he was able to grasp the concepts pretty quickly. And the assessments are nice too as you go through the lessons to see where your child is at and if he's grasping the concepts. And that way you can always go back and review if they need more help on understanding. I also want to mention that there is an assessment online to determine what grade your child is at. So it's possible you may start your child at a higher or lower level depending on the needs of your child. I hope this was able to help and give you some guidance in considering this curriculum. Inshallah, I will be posting more curriculum reviews in the future. Thank you for watching and please consider subscribing. Thank you for your support. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.